Welcome everybody to the 6th episode of this awesome HTML series. In this episode, we'll learn about how to add images into your HTML code. Now, images are a core integration of almost any HTML site. Like, my background here is an image, any website, even just this home page over here, even this is an image. Like this and everything. My point is, you can't really make a website without having an image inside of it, otherwise it'll just be some boring text. Again, I'll give out this reminder to have Visual Studio Code. If you don't have Visual Studio Code, then please do download it. It's not that hard to download. Just do like a quick AI search or search it up online, like how to download VS Code or something. If you're young, probably get like an older sibling or an adult to help you. And yep, without further ado, let's dive right in. Now, I will be using code from my past 5 episodes, so please do watch those if you haven't seen them already. Now, here I have my images.html, and I also have a separate image. It's just like, a random image. I just found it online. You can just download a random image. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so without further ado, let's dive into the code. Now, one thing I will briefly touch on is something called void tags. Void tags are like, if you have noticed so far, all the tags that we've been doing so far, they normally have this kind of format. There's this first one, which is called an opening tag, and there's the second one called a closing tag. Now, some tags called void tags only have an opening tag and no close tag. And image is one of them. It's the img tag. Now, for image, if you do remember, there were some attributes that we looked over in the last video. Most of these were like, if you want to, you can put in these. But for image, there are some mandatory attributes, and one of them is src. This is just short for source. Now in here, you'll type in whatever image file or directory your image is within. So if it's in the same folder that your code is in, then you can just type in the name. For me, it's images.jpg. If it's in a completely different folder, then you have to go over here. Okay, you have to go here, copy the entire thing, the entire directory, and you have to paste it in front of this. I don't actually have to do that, but if you do have like, the picture inside of a different folder, then you will have to put in the entire directory. So yeah, if I just save this right now and go live, here you go, I have my picture. Now, we can, if we want, we can put in some external attributes, like the height of it. Now, please keep in mind that height and width, which is another one, these are both in pixels, so don't just write down 10 and expect it to be like 10 centimeters or something. That would be 10 pixels, which I would imagine to be really small. So I'm just going to keep this at maybe 280, and width also at maybe 280, since it's a kind of square image. If I save this, and then I open up this again. Yeah, so you can make some kind of funny looking pictures with this. If you're gonna use a professional website or something, I wouldn't really recommend using these height and width, unless you have like the exact proportions and you just want to scale it down a little bit, and you've done all those calculations. Unless you've done all those, then I wouldn't really recommend using them. I'm just gonna keep it in here for the sake of it. Now, those core attributes, they also apply to the image. So if I go ahead and do title is equal to, and I don't know, I'll do 2 dogs. Okay, and if I save this, and then if I hover on top of it, it says 2 dogs. So yeah, that is it for this episode. In